Usually we see one of his name is eluding me right now.
Kickboxing contest takes place inside of 3 2-minute rounds of the 140-pound division. Sound of the bell, Tommy Rodriguez is the referee in charge of the action. Introducing first, competing out of the blue corner, from Westbury, Long Island, New York, representing Longo's MMA, standing 5 feet, 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, here is Luis Vasquez Cruz. And his opponent, competing out of the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, representing Evolute, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, Devin the Dragon Matias.
Here we go. We're underway. Should be an interesting style matchup. Gotta be careful with that head. Almost hit the knee. The shooting the knee almost hit the head.
There you go.
That was a dyslexic moment right there.
He almost did it again, though. Gotta be careful. Now we're seeing these guys at a much tempered pace.
Matias has an interesting style. The way he shifts, he drops his hips and almost like a shuffle.
Yeah, it's a bit of a low stance. Keeping a strong foundation. But he got good head
Whoa, he almost ate that one.
Nope. Didn't, though. And that good head movement from Matias. Although I do believe Cruz is the more active fighter so far.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be one of those fights where as we get later in the second round, it's just going to kind of we'll start to separate them. I think it's going to be pretty close through the first half of a round and a half.
I'd have to agree. Matias has good defense. Cruz still, again, the fighter fighting on the front foot, being more aggressive through this first round.
Yeah, Vasquez Cruz is definitely controlling the center of the cage. 10 seconds warning.
That was a nice body shot there. Ooh,
nice knees.
Cruz responded with the knees.
They have it, round one in the books.
And that round one was tempered. I think that both guys kept their composure, a little bit of a feeling out process on both sides. Unlike what we've seen in these first 4 fights. It has been, gung-ho starts to all of these fights. This one was the first one, and probably what you're going to see more accustomed to seeing, 2 guys with a bit more experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot more controlled.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to see that as we get later in the fights tonight.
Exactly.
A little more experience.
Yeah.
You're just going to see a little higher quality of fighting as the night goes on.
That is undoubtedly so.
Longo's got a few guys. He's got 4 guys fighting for titles tonight. Kyle Troyan, Fitzsimons, DeLucia, and Niktas.
Wow.
And then he got Cruz, and I believe there was another fighter as well.
Longo MMA, obviously one of the best in Long Island, the best gyms, not only in Long Island, but in
probably in the country.
In the entire country and in the world of mixed martial arts.
Current UFC champ Marab. Banners hanging up.
2-time bantamweight champion, soon to be 3-time.
Yeah, you have Aljamain Sterling, former champion. Chris Weidman beating Anderson Silva, former champion.
And then how it all started with Longo and Serra. How can you forget about Matt Serra?
Oh, nice right hand right there by Matias.
Yeah, Matias having a much better start to the second round.
Matias is trying for, like, shoot for that Superman punch and a couple things. His distance, though, isn't correct when he's trying to land that.
Yeah.
Just a little too close when he tried to throw it.
We're seeing Cruz liking the high kicks. Hasn't had Matias fooled as he welcomes him.
Matias is trying to showboat a little bit.
Yeah.
Better be careful.
Let's not get hit now, though.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Calling for one corner to throw body shots. Nice kick there. Push kick by Matias.
He just smiled at us. He's having fun. Oh, yeah, it's illegal.
That is
I wonder if they're going to take a point from him. Or if that's just a warning.
I think the fact the reaction I think that he had definitely helped his cause.
Tommy Rodriguez, the referee right now, gives him a stern warning. And we're back at it. No point taken from Matias. Sometimes when you're doing that in the gym and all, it's just natural instinct, but
oh, definitely.
You got to be careful.
Definitely. Got to abide by the rules. Both guys swinging for the fences here against the cage.
Cruz is doing a good job putting pressure on through this whole fight.
Yeah, Matias had to do a better job. Oh, nice shots here.
Yeah, he was trying to protect from that knee and ate one.
Yeah, but he has to do a better job of serving away from the cage. He can't fight this entire fight on his back foot against the cage. And a nice flurry there to end the round, but I don't know if that was enough to win it.
I think he's more of a Muay Thai guy, and I think that's just his style, kind of counter-punching and whatnot, kind of dipping, diving, the 5 Ds of dodgeball, and I don't think it's helping him tonight. Smaller cage.
He's definitely been very, very elusive in there, but he's still been caught because of the fact that he is keeping himself against the cage, and the best counterpunchers in the world can fight a fight like that. But at this level, at this much experience, I appreciate the head movement. He has great head movement and solid defense, but he also has to keep his hands up. Also has to circle away from the cage and try to control the center of it, because right now it is Vasquez Cruz who is, I think, winning this fight after 2.
I would agree with you. I think it's all Cruz right now. He's steering the ship into the 3rd round. Can he take it home? We shall find out.
We shall. But I think Matias has all the tools to make this a very competitive fight. And it has been a competitive fight so far, but again, it is really just the control by Vasquez Cruz of the cage right now is making the difference.
And the funny thing is he's not doing anything flashy, just sticking to the fundamentals and moving forward and just throwing shots when he sees opportunities, where you're getting a little bit more showboating and showmanship from Matias. And he is landing some good shots. Just I don't think anything enough to really win him the fight.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's, the showmanship is great, but you have to have the results to back it up. And, you can dodge some strikes smoothly, but you also have to land them on the other end and not get hit. And he's still getting hit, and he's not landing as much on the volume as Cruz, who is just the aggressor. He's just the aggressor. Very simple. Matias keeping his hands low, too. See some fatigue. He's got to keep his hands up. He's ducking his head a lot. He could really get caught, really get hurt. He doesn't keep his hands up as well when he's blocking. Or when he's dodging, I should say. That was a nice flurry from Matias.
Ten seconds left in this fight. And Cruz is pouring it on at the end. They both threw a shot late.
Yeah. Matias threw one that was like right at the bell, a little bit after.
Cruz looked annoyed from that.
Yeah, and then it was funny because Cruz didn't throw it hard. He just was kind of like, a little,
Yeah, it was just
little
like,
F you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like not meant to hurt, just meant to be like, I'm going to get one too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But really great fight. Another one that I believe was a bit one-sided, and Vasquez Cruz lost his debut back in November in Jackhammer Promotions to Dennis Shypot. I don't think he is going to lose this decision, and I think he will go to 1-1 in his young amateur kickboxing career, but we'll have to wait for the comp to make that official.
Absolutely. Another great fight. We just finished fight number 5, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you all being here and joining us here for Jackhammer Promotions 100. What a milestone right now. For Bobby Campbell. One of the best matchmakers in the game on the amateur level.
Absolutely.
Bobby puts together fights all the time that you think they look like on paper they're going to be lopsided, and they're not. They're always great fights.
No, we've had some competitive fights here tonight. Even the fights haven't been competitive. Like this one wasn't particularly 100% competitive, but was still very, very entertaining.
Absolutely. As we're waiting for the official decision, we're throwing up Matthew
Ladies and
Compitello.
gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Our first judge scores the bout 30-27, Vasquez Cruz. Second judge scores the bout 29-28, Matias. Third judge scores the bout 29-28. In favor of the winner by way of split decision. Out of the blue corner, 29-28, Luis Vasquez Cruz.
Interesting, and that's best
shocked.
example of not leaving it to the judges' scorecards.
I'm shocked by the fact that was a split decision. The decision, I think, went the right way, but
The fact that it was that close.
What did Matias do in those to win 2 of the 3 rounds? Listen, he definitely landed some strikes. I'm not doubting that. But to say that he did enough to win the fight, I think, is a little bit egregious. Maybe the showboating that influenced one of the judges. Did not influence me. The right man won the fight, though. Great fight overall. Both guys can be proud of themselves for the show that they put on tonight. But nonetheless, the right man did win, and I'm shocked he won by split decision.
Agreed. You couldn't have said it any better, Joe.
Our next contest here at Jackhammer Promotions 100 is sponsored by Squid Graphics, and it takes place in the 165-pound division under kickboxing rules inside of 3 2-minute rounds. Our first